Remarkable objects that stretch the conventional ideas of what art should look like and what art should be made of. This is my goal. My name is Ed Barr. I use texture, color, symmetry, proportion to showcase all different kinds of materials. I believe in craftsmanship. I believe in beauty in all its ways, and I want to pay respect to the concept of what it means to be a creator. What does it mean to create a unique object that exists nowhere else in the world? It really is an incredible concept. It gets me out of bed every morning thinking that maybe one day I will create a form that will stand the test of time. A casual glance in the work may appear simple. Vivid colors, odd forms, some unexpected approaches to display. But don't toss these things aside. I invite you to take a closer look because in the end, my intent is to draw attention to universal truths which seem to be forbidden in today's culture. The illuminated images are symbols linked to positive personal traits that require individual effort and commitment. The objects are of personal size and have the flavor of carry-on luggage, further reinforcing the personal nature of the struggle. We live in a time when people want to shed personal responsibility for their own lives, and yet they want to make everything personal. Narcissism is rampant and amplified by social media that is delivered through slick, backlit screens. My screens attempt to show that your happiness, hopes, and dreams are something that you carry with you. Their personal nature makes them your responsibility. The power to change your own life is within you. This is a work called Postmodern. The artistic pastiche contains an awkward aesthetic appeal and a text that is critical of the postmodern thesis. I introduce the motif of the wild and hyper Las Vegas landscape to further complicate and suggest notions of the frenzied and often contradictory elements of our culture. While some have called Vegas Sin City, others believe that the desert can serve as a catharsis for spiritual cleansing. This work finds three amigos, the natural, the spiritual, and the beautiful, estranged and wandering in the desert. They reach Vegas, find a bar, and the joke begins. The characters are pale and frozen, just silhouettes of their former selves. No doubt they lament the fact that they have been cast out of our contemporary world. I wanted to make a work that said something about the nature of parents. I was thinking about the Chinese principle of Yin and Yang, opposing forces that keep each other in balance. As in most families, my father was the stern one, always teaching and always trying to make us stronger. He was, in effect, the brick, hard and inflexible at times. My mother, represented by the floral fabric, was the nurturer, the caregiver. The fabric envelops and buffers the brick, softening the rough edges. My mother was the softer side of life. Together, they created a strong and beautiful foundation, one not more important than the other. These puffed up bags that loosely hang on the wall, they may seem playful and benign, but the texts demonstrate ambivalence. At first glance, they may provoke a partisan response, and upon re-examination, contradictions begin to develop, and the viewer is left wondering which side of the aisle the maker rests. Like the cynical language play in today's media, the viewer may leave confused or partially satisfied, or perhaps partially unsatisfied with the meaning of the works. Certain objects from our childhood, while at the time considered mundane, can now provoke intense nostalgia. Family time, barbecues, camping, all etched into my psyche. This piece called Under the Stars combines a vintage aluminum lawn chair, army tent remnants, flannel fabric, and zippers in an attempt to combine the ephemera into a visual record of my childhood memories.